In today's top 5, we are ranking the top
8.
do it on your own. Hang on. In today's top 5, we are ranking the top 8 fighters in the Karate Kid universe.
Oh, it's Friday night. Don't know what I'm gonna do tonight. I could sit here and pick my nose while I watch a brand new video. Whoa, Top 5 Friday. Top 5 Friday tonight.
All right, so let's get right to the list here. Quick explanation. Go ahead. Open.
All right.
Quick before we get started, like I said, we are ranking the top 8 competitors in the Karate Kid universe. Is Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3 only. Not Next Karate Kid, not the remake Karate Kid, and not Cobra Kai series. So this is the under 18
All Valley
competitors in Karate Kid universe.
And why 8 instead of 5?
Why 8 instead of 5?
Because we fucking can.
There it is.
There's 8 motherfuckers. So all right, there's 8 people.
There's really only 8 people worth mentioning.
Yeah.
It really is what it is. So let's get right to it. Number 8.
On the 8th spot, we got Dutch.
Dutch.
Devil.
So Dutch was a bully. Dutch was probably one of the nastiest Cobra Kai guys. He definitely egged Johnny on a lot of the way throughout the film. And it's not that Dutch can't fight, because obviously all these guys can fight, right? He ranks number 8 on this top 8 list because he was one of the weakest competitors. Honestly, the fact that, we're going to say this now and we'll come back to it later on, but the fact that he got beat by Daniel so early in the tournament puts him so far down on this list. Of the Cobra Kai members that we see in action, he's probably the weakest as well. You know, and there's explanation for that also. And we're going to get into that. So, number 8, we got Dutch. You guys want to add anything to Dutch?
Am I correct in saying he's the one who's like, put him in the body bag?
That's not.
No, that's Tommy.
Okay.
That's Tom.
Well, then fucking strike that from correct.
All right, number 7, we've got...
I can't read right now.
Just pronounce it out.
Wow.
Tommy. Yeah, Tommy.
Tommy, that's put him in a body bag.
That's put him. Yeah. All right, Tommy is number 7 because, like we said before, he got beat by LaRusso.
Got beat early by LaRusso.
Got beat early by LaRusso. Now you might want to say, "Whoa, LaRusso beat Johnny." That's
neither here nor there.
That's neither here nor there.
He did, but we're going to explain why Johnny is higher than Dutch and Tommy. And spoiler, even higher than LaRusso.
Because Tommy, if you watch the Cobra Kai seasons, came in second in the tournament the year before.
The year
and
before
that's
Daniel
why
joined, right.
That is the only reason why he is above Dutch.
It's because he came in second.
It's because he came in. Dutch didn't come in second.
Nope.
Tommy came in second in the Cobra Kai series, so that's why we have him above Dutch.
So, and Cobra Kai series is canon. It does count.
Yes.
Robert Mark Kamen has come on record as, saying, yes, this is legit. This is good to go. Like, this is part of my Karate Kid universe that I created. So if the creator says it's good, then it's good for us too. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. If it's in the game, it's not cheating.
Pretty much. So, Tommy the year before came in second place. This year he got knocked out early by Daniel. Does that mean Daniel is just a higher caliber fighter?
I don't know. He's Miyagi-Do.
He's Miyagi-Do, right? So let's move right along here.
All right.
Number 6. All right, number 6 on our list of top 8. Daniel LaRusso. Daniel freaking LaRusso. So, again, we mentioned he's above Tommy. He's above Dutch because he did beat them in the tournament and beat them early in the tournament.
Fair and
that
square.
matters. I keep saying that. Okay. That matters. He beat them fair and square. He beat them by points, by the rules of the tourney. He beat them early. He knocked them out of the tournament early. Early is the key word. He didn't beat them in the finals. He didn't beat them in the semis. He beat them early before, like, the actual granddaddy tourney at the best of the best. There that day actually started fighting.
That's a different movie altogether, though.
You're right.
The best of the best.
But I gotta be honest, Daniel, in my opinion, I think Daniel on this list is probably one of the weakest fighters. Definitely one with the least experience, the least amount of time to train, and that's why he had the least amount of time to train. Something that always bugged me about the movies was he basically trains for 2 months, and he is competing at a high level like he's been training for years. That always bothered me, and there's something to be said about natural talent. he didn't have it. He just, let's be honest, he didn't have it.
He's a sucker punching ass bitch. First
He's a
off.
sucker punching ass.
He's
I
a
mean, he did take some karate at the Y, but
Why?
He caught a fly with chopsticks.
he did catch
Beginner's
fire
luck,
chopsticks.
though.
Beginner's luck.
Beginner's luck.
Even Miyagi said that. So.
Yeah.
But no, Daniel, he only ranks above Dutch and Tommy because he did beat them early in the tournament. Again, on this list, I think Daniel's probably the weakest of the fighters. You put these guys in a street fight, one-on-one, no points. I don't think Daniel's doing what he did in this tournament. I'm just saying.
Oh, hell no.
Just saying. So, who do we got next?
All right, so number 5, we got Bobby. If he would not have gotten disqualified, I feel wholeheartedly, if Chris would not have told him to get disqualified, he even said, I can beat him. I feel Bobby could have beaten him. And I feel that the only reason why he comes in at number 5, and the only reason why there was not a Johnny Bobby showdown is
Which it should
because he got disqualified.
I completely agree with that. I don't think we need to go into any further explanation on it. He'd have beat him. Period.
Yeah.
I do too.
I think, he'd have beat him.
Yeah, that's solid.
There it is.
So number 4, we have the uncredited Bobby Vidal.
So Bobby Vidal actually is the guy's real name, the actor's real name. His technical credited role is karate semifinalist. We always grew up calling him the Asian guy because he never had a name, and he was the only Asian guy in the tournament
Who was throwing kicks like they were going out of style,
who was
bro.
kicking everyone's ass.
Yeah.
At that time, it was okay to be completely racist. So
Prejudice is the word you're looking for.
prejudice.
if you're gonna attack a race, be specific. Anyways,
Okay.
But he is the Asian man that you see knock 2 Cobra Kai members out of qualification,
And
with the spinning
Easily.
heel kick.
This is, for you guys who don't remember, I like this as her number 4 pick because it's a wild card, because I don't think anyone was expecting this.
No, they're
I gotta be
gonna.
honest.
This is what's gonna be like. Who's that?
Exactly.
And they're gonna go back.
So
and,
to go back, this is the guy that Johnny beat to get to the finals.
and
Okay, the
Okay.
guy sitting there doing the jumping spin kicks, whatever, and Johnny's just waiting, hits the point. Now this dude obviously knew what the fuck he was doing. You could tell he was trained. He was fluid. He
made it
all
look
his
good.
Yeah, all his moves just looked great. They looked fantastic. This dude would mop the floor with everyone who's been below him, and in certain situations, maybe some of the people above him.
No.
But he didn't make it to the finals. He did not beat Johnny. That's why he's number 4 on our list. Karate semifinalist, aka the Asian guy.
Absolutely.
Bobby Vidal.
He was kind of like water flows, just like the Mavericks before Steve Nash. So there you go.
Pretty much. All right, we are entering the top 3. Here we go.
Shit.
go.
Hey, that's
Who's got the best? Who's got the best? My hands are fucking warm.
Oh, my hands are on fire already. Okay, so this top 3, everything from 8 to 4, it was pretty much like, okay. Top 3 is when you start going, well, but I don't know, maybe.
You got your pros and cons.
But here
you got
it is.
You're weighing it. You got everything else.
Let's get into it. Number 3, Mike Barnes. All right, now, Daniel beat Mike Barnes, obviously. But for the movie to have the ending it had, Daniel had to beat Mike Barnes. Mike Barnes was vicious.
Mike Barnes was fucking vicious.
He was mean.
He was.
Punch that board.
He liked to fight,
was
which makes him dangerous.
Not only that, he did not care if he hit a woman. So
That's what
anyone
I'm saying. He was.
Did he bitch slap somebody? Really?
no, he kicked the chick in the
He
with
did.
the macaroni.
Yeah.
in the stomach.
He did.
You don't kick a chicken in the macaroni.
In the macaroni. So Barnes is on there. Barnes, he knows karate. Obviously, let's be honest. He was karate's next bad boy.
Yes, yes.
I guess after Johnny? Maybe Johnny was the bad boy. I don't know, right? But he definitely knew how to fight. And again, he loved to fight, and that's what made him dangerous. He made him so dangerous. Different video.
Now the reason why Barnes is ranked so low, if you will, he's still in the top 3, but
The reason he's not number 2, or maybe even number 1, is what you mean to say.
yes, is during the tournament, in the middle of the tournament, Daniel starts doing his kata. And that's what it's called. It's called a kata, okay? Now, anyone who has taken martial arts for black belt years,
If you've gotten past white belts,
Fucking
you know what a
fucking
kata is.
Yellow belt.
Exactly.
So for him to be like, what's going on? What's going on? When he's doing a kata in a fighting tournament, he loses tremendous amount of
Yes.
points because in a real fighting tournament, you start doing that, and you're gonna kick him in the side. You're gonna take
get the
advantage.
point. Like, so, get the point.
Exactly.
You're gonna get fucked up.
He should have known what was going on, and this is the writing. You know, the guy playing Mark Barnes did what he was told to
Absolutely.
do. However, this is where a little bit of unrealisticness comes in. You know what a kata is if you're in martial arts. That's how you rank up. Okay, you don't even have to know how to fight to obtain a black belt. It's kata memorization. It's movement memorization is all it is.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know. So that whole part right there was just. He should have known, and he lost a whole lot of points. Now, prior to that, you got to remember he was getting the point. He was intentionally getting one taken away. He was playing with Daniel.
Yes.
Playing with Daniel.
Yes.
So he absolutely deserves to be above Daniel LaRusso, but no higher than 3.
No
which
higher
is still
than
a
3,
good. It's a good. You know.
Yeah. Number 2, we have Chosen.
Now, this one's up for. This was up
This
for a lot.
one's
of
up for a lot of debate.
Okay,
Me
yeah.
personally, I put Chosen at number 2 because 1, he trained under Sato. Sato trained under Miyagi-Do. Miyagi-Do trained at least Sato the crane technique.
You're talking Miyagi's father. To clarify.
The drum technique, if you will. Now, as far as the final fight, up until the final fight, he has his goons holding Daniel back. He's fighting with his goons, taking Daniel apart and whatnot.
He never takes him one-on-one until that last fight.
Yes. So, and the last fight, though, which you can elaborate on, is the reason why he's number 2. But go ahead.
But no, honestly, I will agree with that because I told earlier today, even, I told Tim, I was like, hey, no, Chosen would have fucking beat everybody's ass until I rewatched it. Dude, Daniel fucking LaRusso bitch slaps fucking Chosen literally 12 fucking times.
The drum.
I watched it twice just to count how many times he fucking bitch slaps him. But he does. Yeah, he like and you can see it. You can see it in Chosen's eyes because he was obviously never taught by his dad Sato.
Uncle.
Or by his uncle Sato. Yeah, he was never taught by his uncle Sato. Turns around, he goes, and you can see it. He's like, you never taught me this technique. You know? So because of it, he loses, you know?
But see, the bottom line is, though, with the drum technique, all it is a double punch. You're swinging with both your hands instead of one.
It's a block and punch. It's a block and punch.
Right, but if you hit that first block, the second blow isn't even coming. So the fact that Chosen couldn't even block that first blow, which allowed him to get lit up on that 12-piece combo, you know what I mean? It's like...
But
what are you doing?
You know what though? I can powder my hand and I can bitch slap anybody I want to. That's pretty much what that said. So, yeah.
I mean, there's that, and Chosen. Oh fuck! I had something I wanted to say. Also, I'm gonna go back to how long Daniel has been training at this point. Okay, because listen, me and Tim figured out a timeline.
Step back, Danielson.
Okay,
Step back.
so what I'm not going to get into that right now. That's a whole different conspiracy theory when it comes to Karate Kid. But the Karate Kid universe, from the opening scene of Karate Kid 1, where he's moving away from Jersey, to the final fight tournament scene in Karate Kid 3, it's only an 18-month span.
Yeah.
This is the thing. So from the time that he arrives in California, he does the first tournament, okay, and then he goes to Okinawa. You're only talking about maybe a year. Maybe no. It's like 9 months.
6 months.
It's nine months. It's like 9 months. So he's been training 9 months.
It's okay though. The Asian chick
just
hot
to
as
go
shit.
halfway across the earth and get your ass kicked again.
Right, but this is my thing. After 9 months of training, you beat someone who trained under Miyagi's father, who was supposed to be one of the best in his era, and on that island in Okinawa. It don't make a whole lot of sense. In 9 months, again, yes, there is natural talent, but not Daniel LaRusso. I'm sorry. In 9 months, you're only 3 belts in, 4 belts in. So Daniel kicking someone's ass like that in a street fight, who's been training their entire life.
I'm glad you brought that up because it was a street fight. There's no points involved. There's no other outside interferences. It's a one-on-one street fight, and
so maybe technically we should have put Johnny above Chosen.
But
or sorry, Daniel above Chosen.
But you have you also have to understand it's an honor system. in Japan, in Okinawa. So and you can see it in Chosen's eyes. He was never taught. He was never trained in that technique, and he resents it. Bottom line is, Sato knew that even though he was the best pupil, he was still a piece of shit. Like
we're completely going against our ranking right now. Now we're just ripping on Chosen. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm putting Chosen number 2 because I think in another situation, I think he handles Daniel up in another situation. I got to be honest. If fucking you got to remember that fucking Yukio, whatever the hell her name was, jumped on him at one point.
Well,
interfering with the fight, and who knows what would have happened.
Okay,
Anyways.
Yeah, but
right.
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Okay. Number 1.
At this point, if it ain't obvious.
Number 1, guys.
They're sitting there counting what's cool.
Johnny 5 is alive. Fucking Johnny. All right, number 1.
Lawrence.
Johnny Lawrence. Dude, it took me rewatching everything else before I realized, dude, that is absolutely the best fucking Karate Kid fight scene. I thought, I was just like, oh no, it's underplayed, you know, because all we remember is the fucking, let's face it, all we remember is the crane kick. Yeah, but if you watch the entire fight, dude, it really was, for that time, especially for being a Western movie, before Jackie Chan.
It was a good martial arts thing.
And everything else got involved.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it really was,
a good martial arts
on
thing. Yes.
fucking point.
Now,
So
I want to elaborate on something you just said. You said you're talking about the last fight, okay? I want to talk about the entire tournament that you see Johnny.
Okay.
He was amazing. Dude, like we played up, you know, the Asian guy, number 4. Johnny was every bit as good. Maybe he wasn't as high flying, as flashy, but he didn't need to be. He didn't need to be.
I mean, was he not high flashy with that?
Okay, that was legit.
But he was brutal.
Straight up.
He was focused. He was a student of the
determined.
art.
Stay focused.
He was a student of the art. 2-time winner, back-to-back winner. This would have made 3 had he won.
3-peat, baby.
Had he beat Daniel, it would have been a 3-peat, right?
Yeah.
He was the first to go back-to-backs.
Right.
Daniel did it. Daniel did it second, but Johnny was the first. Okay. Johnny was obviously the best Cobra Kai, or he wouldn't have won it last year. He wouldn't have been in the finals this year. You know what I'm saying? He was obviously
or
the
the
best.
year before that.
Or the year before that. Right. He won it twice, and then this year, right.
And another reason why Johnny is ranked number 1 is
This is big.
if you go back to his street fights with Daniel. Now, Daniel did take karate at the Y. No, not the Y, but at the Y. Regardless, he didn't need his goons. He didn't need any backup.
Especially that first fight on the beach.
Yeah, Toro. He handled Daniel in every situation, one-on-one, vicious, quick, and to the points. The only time that his goons got involved is when they were literally holding Daniel up so that...
Yeah, because Johnny wasn't done. He had him on the ground bleeding and he wasn't done. He said, hold him up,
I'll decide when he's had enough.
Exactly. The only reason why his goons got involved is to hold him up to get punished some more. Mm-hmm. And that is why it was a street fight. Johnny won. Chosen did not beat him in a street fight. It was a tournament fight. He should have...
Okay. Briefly mention, if you go back and watch the tournament, Johnny actually won on points. There was a hit, maybe 2 hits that weren't counted as points for Johnny. Johnny should be 3-time defending champion.
And that's another reason why Johnny is number 1.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yes, they were, and that's why it's mentioned in the Cobra Kai series as well, briefly. I've only seen the first 2 episodes, but I did hear that.
No, they did definitely talk about it.
I thought it was brilliantly referenced. However, though, I'm going to go ahead and give Johnny and his crew points for wearing the skeletons.
Dude, hey. Halloween, baby.
That's why.
Halloween.
Let's do it. Let's all be out of shape fat skeletons.
Whatever. They'll get the point. They'll get the point.
So, anyone you want to add to any of this? I think our list's pretty solid.
Very solid.
Even Chosen, who got his ass whooped, I think in a different situation, he probably beats Daniel.
Mm-hmm. The Asian chick's hot. That's why he fucking he stepped back Daniel's son. And
so
there you go.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. That is our top 8 Karate Kid contestants. Contestants.
Yes.
Maybe you agree with our list. Most likely you won't. Give us your top 8. If there's somebody we left out, put them on there. I think we covered the spectrum though. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks guys for being here. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Later, y'all.